We kick off Mello TV Sports with football as reggae boy Kemar Taximan Lawrence is reportedly close to making a return to Major League Soccer. Reports claim that Toronto FC have acquired the former New York Red Bull left back from Belgian side RSC Anderlecht. The 28-year-old joined Anderlecht from New York Red Bulls in January of last year. He has made 17 appearances with the Belgian club in little more than a year in Europe, having previously spent 5 seasons with New York Red Bulls and was regarded among the league's best left backs. He made 118 total MLS appearances, adding 5 goals and 10 assists, while winning 2 Supporters' Shield during his time with Red Bull. Lawrence has made 60 appearances for the senior Reggae Boys. Jose Mourinho has been appointed as AS Roma head coach on a 3-year deal set to begin at the start of next season. Mourinho was sacked by Tottenham Hotspur in April after just 17 months in charge. The announcement of his appointment by Roma came just hours after the club confirmed that current boss Paulo Fonseca would depart at the end of the current campaign. It will be the Portuguese manager's second spell in Serie A after he spent 2 seasons with Inter Milan before leaving to join Real Madrid in 2010. Mourinho won consecutive Serie A titles with Inter, completing a treble that included a Champions League triumph in his final season with the club. The 58-year-old struggled to make an impact at Spurs and was sacked for the 3rd time in 6 seasons by a Premier League club, following dismissals from Chelsea in his second spell at the club and Manchester United. Roma looks set to miss out on Champions League qualification for next season as they sit 7th in Serie A with 4 games left in the season, while their hopes of advancing to the Europa League final were all but ended in a 6-2 semi-final first leg loss to Manchester United last week. FIFA has banned Haiti's under-20 women's team supervisor Nella Joseph for 10 years as part of an investigation into multiple allegations of sexual abuse of female players in the country. Joseph was guilty by FIFA's Independent Ethics Committee of failing to protect the physical and mental integrity of various female players under her authority and by actively coercing and threatening them into engaging in sexual relationships with former Haitian Football Association President Yves Jean Bart. Jean Bart was banned for life in November after FIFA found him guilty of sexually harassing and abusing multiple female players, including minors. He denied the allegations. Joseph was also fined 20,000 Swiss francs. We bowl over to cricket news now. The 2021 India Premier League season has been suspended indefinitely amid concerns over coronavirus levels in the country. The number of new coronavirus infections in India surpassed 20 million today, with 357,229 new cases reported in the latest 24-hour period, placing further strain on an already overwhelmed health system. The regular season had been scheduled to end on May 23, with qualifiers and eliminators to follow before the final on May 30. Mumbai Indians were due to play Sunrisers Hyderabad today in what would have been the 31st match of a scheduled 60, but Sunrisers became the 3rd franchise to reportedly return a positive COVID-19 case among their staff a matter of hours before the planned start. 2 players from the Kolkata Knight Riders team and 2 of the Chennai Super Kings backroom team also tested positive over the weekend, leading to enforced quarantine and postponed fixtures. 3 Australian cricketers, Adam Zampa, Kane Richardson and Andrew Tye, had already cut short their IPL season to head home, while India spinner Ravichandran Ashwin had taken a break to spend time with his family. Jamaicans Chris Gayle, Andre Russell and Fabian Allen are among the West Indies contingent who have been playing in the league, including captains Kyron Pollard and Jason Holder, along with Dwayne Bravo, Shimron Hitmar, Sunil Narain, and Nicholas Puran. Meanwhile, all 6 Pakistan Super League franchises have asked the PCB to move the remaining games of the rescheduled 2021 edition of the tournament out of Karachi to the UAE because of a fresh surge in COVID-19 cases in the country. A letter from the franchises was sent to the board last week, and the board is believed to be considering the request and reviewing current plans. As it stands, the plan is for the teams to assemble in Karachi by May 23 to begin their mandatory 7-day quarantine, and action is scheduled to resume on June 2. 16 league stage matches are slotted till June 14, with the playoffs taking place between June 16 and June 18, and the final to be played on June 20. Pakistan has, however, had a 7-day average of approximately 4,500 COVID-19 cases per day, and there is a partial lockdown in parts of Pakistan. That case load is the highest it has been since the first wave in 2020. The 2021 edition of the PSL was suspended after just 14 games played between February 20 and March 3, all in Karachi, following an outbreak of cases among players and support staff. Jamaican Andre Russell, Rovman Powell, and Fabian Allen were recently drafted as replacements to cover overseas players who would not be able to make it back into the league. They joined Chris Gale, Chadwick Walton, Carlos Brathwaite, and Sherfane Rutherford as other West Indians rostered in the league. Finally, in the sports news tonight, it was a night for the superstars of the NBA to shine, as Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, and Carmelo Anthony all enjoyed notable moments, but star billing went to the New York Knicks, who won for the 12th time in their last 13 games to continue their incredible run. Anthony scored 14 points for Portland in a 114-123 defeat to Atlanta, which took him 10th on the illustrious list of NBA all-time top scorers, while Russell Westbrook added a remarkable 32nd triple-double of the season with 14 points, a career-high 21 rebounds, and 24 assists to lead the host, the Washington Wizards, to a 154-141 win over Indiana. Curry's 41, his 9th 40-plus point haul of the season, kept the Golden State Warriors' post-season hopes alive with a 123-108 victory over the New Orleans Pelicans, while Philadelphia moved ahead in the battle to finish as the top seed in the East with a 106-94 effort over Chicago. The Los Angeles Lakers ground out a 93-89 win over the visiting Denver Nuggets, ending a 3-game losing streak and picking up just their 2nd win in their last 8 games. Julius Randle scored 28 points. Derrick Rose added 8 of his season-high 25 points in the 4th quarter, and the surging Knicks recorded a 118-104 victory over the hosts, the Memphis Grizzlies. The Knicks remained a game ahead of the Atlanta Hawks for 4th place in the Eastern Conference. Other games, Orlando Magic were 119-112 winners over the Detroit Pistons, while Utah jazzed past the San Antonio Spurs 110-99. And those are the stories making sports news tonight. We now head back to the news desk with Tamara Mikhail.